How do you do? I'm Dustaroo. Settle in close, lads and lassies, for we're gonna be talking some game development today. This is gonna be something I'm gonna cover a little bit more on the channel going forward. Small gameplay improvements or additions that I find interesting or cool that would just overall improve the experience of the asymmetrical games I've been playing. This includes Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Last Year the Nightmare, Evil Dead, and of course, what we're going to be covering today, Video Horror Society, my beloved lost child. Don't worry, we're going to show you a little bit of love here. Also, just as a prerequisite, when I'm talking about gameplay additions or improvements, I'm not talking about let's buff this perk or change a number here or there. No, I'm talking about significant changes or additions to the game. Look back on my Plague System video and you'll kind of get the vibe of what I'm going for here. Today, we're going to be covering with Video Horror Society, death and win animations. So what does that mean? Well, let's just get straight into it. Now I know I'm not alone in thinking the ending of a round in Video Horror Society feels a bit abrupt and kinda anticlimactic. Of course there is a death animation on the monster side where they flounder out a little bit, and that's cool. The teen side though is a little bit garbage. They get whacked, they go down, the monster chills, everyone's frozen. Kinda boring, right? So my proposal is something I've seen in the community quite a bit, but I have a few ideas I want to elaborate on. So winning and death animations. This basically just means at the end of the round you have a cinematic, much like a Mori from Dead by Daylight, in how it's framed precisely using angles, so it's very cinematic. It'll always look the same every time, but it adds a little bit of flavor, and it's at the end of the round every time. This includes the teen side and the monster side, and let's talk about a few of the additions I want to include. So let's start off with everyone's favorite monster, Werewolf. Oh, Werewolf. We love dealing with you. We're gonna love seeing these animations even more. So, how does the wolf finish the round? You have the two players, the wolf and the teen. The teen who gets whacked and the wolf who does the whacking. Then an animation plays once it's the end of the round, a small animation, it all ends. Wolves, my first proposal is, well, this is to all the dog people out there. You ever had your dog pick up a stuffed toy animal and they just in their mouth? Like, they look like they're going to throw their neck out, and they are just not stopping. Well, I'm proposing that, but with the werewolf doing it to the back of the teen. Grabbing their shirt, maybe the back of their pants, whatever, and it's just a violent, comedic shake. He shakes the teen so hard that they just fall back to the ground. That's it. Simple. We also have one where the wolf gets directly into the teen's face, and then snaps at them, and this causes the teen to fall down onto their chest, and the wolf steps on their back and howls up to the moon. Arrgh! You know. And all while this howl animation is going on and the wolf is pressing down on the teen, they're struggling, they're flailing their arms around, making noises going, ah, whoa! They're flailing around trying to get out, but the wolf has them pinned down. Another cute little animation we would have would be the wolf knocks the teen to the ground and the teen is still alive, and the wolf does the thing where a dog does a few circles. They circle a few times, and then they lay down. I propose the wolf does this on the teen. The teen's still alive, and you hear a muffled but the wolf just goes to sleep. Simple, fun, and humiliating. And then we have the Dollmaster, and the Dollmaster might be one of my personal favorites here on the list, as I think there's just so much you can do when it comes to winning/killing animations. I'm only going to list two because I want to give people a chance to come up with their own, and I want this video to just be a discussion piece, to get people's brains moving a little bit, and maybe they had their own ideas of a killer death animation. I don't want to take that away from them. Anyways, to the Dollmaster. First one we have is the Dollmaster opens his mouth as wide as he can and swallows the teen whole. Kind of like a snake, or this mascot eating this person on a basketball court. Yeah, kind of like that. But the kicker is his stomach hurts a little bit. He's having a good time, he's laughing, but he vomits up a doll with the distinct look of a teen. Doesn't have their cosmetics or anything, but it's a specialized teen doll. It would look like Brett if it was Brett, and it would look like Faith if it was Faith. You know, you can tell it's them, and now they're a doll. The second one I have is the Dollmaster doesn't do anything. He stands there and he calls for his dolls, who then come over and shank you and grab you and lift up the teen and drag them away. The teen is like flailing, going like, ah, help me, ah, and the dolls are just like lifting them up like they're crowd surfing and just takes them away while the Dollmaster laughs, slaps his knee, does whatever dance animation you bought from the store this week. We have wards, and I'm gonna be honest, I had a little bit of difficulty with ward. I came up with 2, but other than that, I had trouble thinking what would be a good kill animation specifically for ward. So if any of you have an idea, please let me know down below and we can include it in the next one. But to start, we have Wart slowly walk up to the teens. The teen attempts to fight back, and as they go for a punch, Wart hardens, and the teen's fist bounces off Wart's head, and their hand hurts. They grab it, ooh, they shake it around, and then Wart, with his hardened punch, punches the teen off screen, and then does a little jig or something. The other one we have Wart, he does a little dance, whatever dance Wart does. And as he's doing his dance, he spins and he tail whips the teen off screen. Anomaly is a pretty fun one, as you can do a lot with teens killing teens in this animation. Firstly, we have the Anomaly, who turns into the exact same teen that they're killing right now, cosmetics and all, and they whip out a ray gun and shoot them and shock them. The teen is frozen solid, you know, an electrical animation. Merv, kind of like here, right? From Home Alone 2. Except the skeleton part, they don't turn into a skeleton. And they just fall over, and the Anomaly laughs. And the second one I have is the Anomaly disperses. The little meat clump hordes around the teen's feet and drags them into it. The teen disappears, but reforms. The teen is back, but with a devilish little Anomaly smile, signaling that that teen is gone. Who knows where it went? Somewhere in the Anomaly, probably. We have Deathwire, and I had a lot for Deathwire. Deathwire has a lot of charm to him. Since he's one of the only characters or monsters that talk, you can do quite a few interesting things with him. Firstly, he does the robot. Like, come on. Of course he does the robot. He does it in front of the teen. The teen is confused why he's doing the robot. He's not even staring at the teen, and as he does one of his little arm swingies, he punches the teen and just keeps going and goes. Another one is Punwire. I think a lot of people will get a big kick out of Punwire. He grabs the lifeless teen's body, pulls it up next to his face, and tells them a pun. One of 8 cheesy puns that comes with the animation, just drops the teen and laughs. Another one would be similar to the Anomalies one, where it shocks them and freezes them and they fall over. But instead it's Deathwire slowly charging it as the teen panics, like, oh, what do I do? Oh. And then you get shocked, zap, and they fall over. Teen animations, I think you can have some universal teen win animations, but I would like to make them specific to the character, as I think it would add a lot of charm to playing as that character and getting the final stigma as that character. I came up with at least one for each teen, so we'll list them off pretty quickly. They're pretty simple, but there's a lot more that can be done. Firstly, we have Leo, and I've wanted this animation in some sort, whether he kills the monster and does it mid-match, or if it's just in the endgame animation as this. He flips off the monster and walks away. Doesn't say anything, just middle finger, and then leaves. That seems very Leo to me. We have Faith, who, after just beating the monster, is nervous and looks side to side, like she's looking for approval. Maybe everyone else is dead, so she's like, is anyone left? And if there is people left, they're like, did you just see what I did? Did you just see it? And then as she's done nervously smiling, looking for whatever she's looking for, she does a small little curtsy. Very dainty and princess-like. Very Faith. We have Brett, who does his signature flex animation, but it does like a nice zoom in, very cinematic, shh, and he does his wink with a little shine, and there you go, that's his. For Jess, I thought a very simple animation would be her scoffing and rolling her eyes and just walking away. Now I have Reggie, and I don't know if this should be his base one, but I thought it'd be cool. He pulls out finger guns and shoots the monster, but then he blows the smoke off of his fingers. And then he holsters them, and that's his animation. Gloria does her signature cheer. Yeah! There you go. Another one I had for Gloria. Last minute, I thought of this one is she holds the L out at him and then brings it to her forehead and shakes her head a little bit in a mocking sense. Alright, so that's about everything I came up with thus far. It was just something short and sweet, and maybe it can get some discussion going in the community of other people who also have ideas for death animations. This is just fun little thing, so if you have any ideas yourself for animations for the teen or monster, please leave it in the comments down below, and I may do a secondary follow-up video if we get enough, or if I come up with more ideas. Who knows what happens. But seriously, thanks for watching. I've been Dusteroo, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.
Dusteroo.